warembo. Yeah, pia sisi ni warembo. Na pole warembo wamepotea for so long, but we're back and thank you for being here at Senses. First of all, we are at 500 subscribers. Yeah, we're so excited and yeah. So lineup ya hii mwaka iko sete. Najua tumeanza mwaka March lakini mwaka inaweza anzia hata June ukitaka. Si ni mwaka yako. Anyway, yeah, so we are glad to be back and this is our first episode back, so
we are still putting things in order. But yeah, sasa tumekuja kabisa. So today we are going to talk about maybe struggles, frustrations that people go through the adulting journey. Adulting it's something else. And what I'd like to say that these struggles are just normal. Sometimes they really take a toll on someone. You get to that point of giving up. But you know what? Life has to go on. And yeah, that's it. Let's start. Christobel, let's start by you.
Shout out. One of our favorite subscribers. We have to do this before we start.
Send the shout out.
So if you look at every video, there's at least one comment that's gonna be like standing out. So one of our subscribers goes by the name Marvin Lee. We appreciate you, Marvin Lee. We appreciate you so much, Marvin Lee, and so he's unwell. He had an accident, and we'd like to take this 2 seconds to kind of wish him that get well soon. We are waiting for you. But then we should invite him.
Yeah, I was planning to invite him. He's in Viga, but we'll do one video with
we are going to Viga. The new Senses is gonna be going places.
We are going
to
Viga.
So. Kama hauko tuned, kama uko subscribed unadu.
Unangoja nini? What are you waiting for? So also in the comment sections, wish Marvin Lee happy quick recovery. Hamjamona the last video he never commented was sick. So let me hope by the time we'll be putting up this video, atakuwa be at least better so that he can even watch it.
Yeah,
we are sending our love and hugs to Marvin Lee.
We wish you all the best.
As I was saying. Yeah, in adulting we go through a lot of struggles, be it financially, in relationships, family, like everything that's evolving that is around us is just a struggle in some way and a frustration. As much as they bring some joy, na maybe tupesa kidogo, but in some way we struggle and it frustrates us. Before you get money, you have to get frustrated kidogo. Waking up at early in the morning. So some of the struggles we're going to talk about today. So on to you, Christobel.
Okay, on to me. Me, nipende struggle ya kwanza. Okay, the one I think is rather obvious and has rather triggered me in the past few days. One frustration or struggle that I'm experiencing as an adult is being female. Did you hear that? Being female is a struggle. Not because it's kind of different. Of course, it's not because we don't have rights like it was before. We do have those rights, but now it's a struggle because abuse is still happening. Harassment is still happening. We have a society that still doesn't understand how triggering and how intensive harassment is, not just for the victim but for any other Chile who experiences that. So I'm struggling with being a female. I wake up today, I'm going on Twitter, I'm trying to complain to KPLC that's in a steamer, and all I'm getting there is just something trending. Someone went through something. So yeah, being a female is a struggle. It's a struggle.
Being a female is a struggle, I feel. So I think one thing I'm struggling with in adulting most of the time is grief. Yeah. Grief doesn't mean necessarily that you've lost something or you've lost someone who's close to you, but grief, it means you're going through things maybe you intended them to go in a certain way, na vitu towards the end when you want them to go. So yeah, you feel some type of way. So yeah, I think I've been experiencing that constantly. But you know what's
okay, she almost gave a solution, but we're gonna do that in part 2 of this video. Yeah, so let me dandia her point. When you're talking about grief, I lost my cat tense, and it was a grieving process for me. A grieving process that I didn't know would take that much of a toll on me because first of all, Kenya si kama to normalize having pets or even grieving over them. So you're grieving, but you're feeling guilty about grieving. So grieving has also been a struggle that I've undergone. It also applies in terms of that thing I've said about social media. When you get social media, you're looking for something random, but you meet, someone has passed, RIP.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
There's a way you'll grieve, even if it's someone who's not that close to you. There's a way you'll grieve, and it's gonna take a toll on you.
To make it worse, you're just seeing 21-year-olds, 2019. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. What I mean is, a lot of young people are dying. You're just like, what's life?
Yeah, I understand
life
is fleeting. Yeah.
I think on to my next point, I'd say another thing that I'm dealing with in adulting is some sort of, can I call it a phase called confusion. You have a lot of things, you have a lot of ways to make money, but you're just like, how can I go about it? You're just stuck. You have a lot of ideas on you, and these ideas, if I just implement them, they'll help me sana in my life. But now just starting, is the problem. And it might also bring some mental breakdown when you think about it. Yeah, when you constantly think about what you're supposed to do, and yet you're not implementing. That implementing bit is the hardest. You get frustrated.
Okay, I think let me tie my point to hers. When you're talking about a sort of confusion, there is also some struggles or frustrations in adulting that come with the pressure of the next step. So you're there. It's not just people outside giving you pressure about taking the next step. The next step may either be changing a job, getting married, getting a child. I mean, at this stage that we are, those are the pressures we feel on a daily basis. As in, even the random comments that you get like from your auntie, then you can like I say, it's not better to be as in pressure of the next step. And even if you've become, let's say, immune to the external pressures, even internally you face that a lot. You just hear, you're like, oh my god, I've been doing this for like 2 years, so like what's next, like what do I do next? So pressure, the next step is also a significant frustrating factor in adulting.
And another one, pressure in there's a lot of frustration. Some friends just there to frustrate you. Okay, I'm not necessarily talking about friends, even family can frustrate you. So any relationships around us, any form of relationships that you can think about, they're just a struggle at times. Kuna zingine, hey, friendship now is just something else.
Let me comment on that, because as in, I remember when this year was starting and I was trying to write my resolutions, and then I was like, nilijipata tu nimeandika resolution that I need to make more friends, and then nikajitaka mkutano, niko like, Christy, you're barely maintaining the friendships you have. Why do you want to make more friends? As in, si rahisi hivyo vile tunafikiria.
Then pressure from the society as well. She's talked about social media, and also too, okay, there are some pressures we instill in ourselves. So as much as tunasema it's not affecting me, somehow it affects you, especially when you see the people you school together with. People out here driving jeep na uko hapo. You don't know. We are struggling. So as much as yes, you wish them well, you keep on clapping for them, but it's a wake-up call to you as well. So
you clap for others until it's your turn. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. That's what I'm telling you. As much as you do it, it should challenge you in a way. And as much as it challenges you, there's something it does to you. When you think about it, especially those slow days when you don't have money. And people are all of us need to cost enjoying our 2 cents.
Another struggle, I think we mentioned though, and then it's not even something I thought about, but I've thought about it as you were talking. Another struggle is people thinking you have money. Like, why do you think I have money?
You have money.
Like my younger sister, why do you think I have money? Okay, my sister is awesome, she understands. But that's what I mean. Like, I think when we're in that spot, we used to think our parents just have money. They just don't want to give us the money. But as an adult, you'll quickly realize how you can possibly go through a week with 0 shillings.
Okay, well, I have the money, but I've planned for that money. I can be having 10,000 right now, but
kuna 10K?
Any content K.
Songa account after this.
But that money, imeisha even before I start using it. So, you know that I have money. Okay, I have money, but I've budgeted for that money. If that was something small, just hata kama ni kitu 100 bob, it really cost me a lot. Yeah.
Okay, now since we are talking about money, let's talk about inflation. Let's talk about the price of cooking oil. We're not struggling with car fuel yet, but we are struggling with cooking oil, the price of cooking oil. So we're also struggling with inflation. I mean, it's insane. It's really insane. As in,
lower food prices.
Lower food prices. Lower food prices. And before I get into political activism, mtu akikuja kuambia ati atapunguzia price ya chakula. That's someone who's taking advantage of the situation. Anyway, exactly. That was not the point. But yeah, we are struggling with inflation. It's also kind of affecting other things, like something I'd call the idea of a slow income. I think talking with many of my friends, I feel like we really struggle with feeling like the money is coming in too slowly. Like, or you're putting in a lot of effort, but you're not getting as much money as you used to get. So like, you're literally struggling to get even the basic minimum. Yeah, so I think it's also a part of inflation. Like, squeezy, you have to prioritize. You can't have 3 kinds of lotion. Na una sukari ama mafuta.
Hauna mafuta kupika. Just go straight to the point.
So like, yeah, it's been a struggle as well.
So I think we're done.
No, we're not. You're done with the point?
Yeah, I'm done with my point.
Okay, I had one more struggle. Another struggle that you experience in adulting is your friends going through shit.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Your friends going through a lot. It also inakuumiza kiakili, especially if you're like that person who's there for your friends, and you know, like, we're culturing healthy friendships and healthy relationships, so of course you can't always be that person who like anasaidia but asaidiani. I don't know if you guys are getting me. So in the spirit of, you know, being there for your friends, if your friend is going through a shitty time, it kind of ends up also affecting you and making you feel like you're struggling. Yes.
Yeah, that's a very big point, by the way. But I think on this, okay, maybe it's a solution, but I'm just like, sometimes
if it's a solution, hold it.
Yeah.
Have you struggled with me as a friend when I'm going through a hard time? Does it affect you?
Yeah, hey, it must.
It does.
It must. It must affect you. When you just know someone who's really close to you is not well, it must bother you. As much as yes, you'll help them, but in that there's a way to things would go well with you. So that one, I totally agree.
Let me relate it to something I just thought about. Like, in the spirit of struggling. Okay guys, sorry, it's not funny. In the spirit of frustrations and struggling, sometimes if someone is going through a shitty time and you can't do much to help them, it becomes even more frustrating.
Yeah.
It becomes even more like you feel helpless, like you can't help them.
Hey, feeling helpless is the worst feeling on this earth.
Yeah, so I know this is cliche, but if you feel like you're going through any of these struggles that you've mentioned, you're not alone. Please don't feel alone. Don't feel like the struggle is synonymous to you, like it's unique to you. Just know that a lot of us who are in this age bracket where, I think, let me talk about age bracket 24 to 27. Let me try and narrow it down, because there's a period of that thing Velma was saying, confusion and everything. So don't feel like you're in it alone. Yes.
Oh, hey, did I talk about this? Okay, I think I addressed it, but let me just sum them up all together. Yeah, through this phase, you also experience a lot of mental breakdowns, which is a struggle as well. Unajipata tu maybe something small has happened, but you just break down. It's because of the struggles, the frustrations you already have. So, and also it may be accompanied by a lot of stress. Let me not say depression, because depression is another huge thing.
We don't want to call it depression.
And if stress persists, people fall into depression. So it's another struggle. I'm sure most people within this age brackets are very, very depressed.
Very stressed, and it's potentially leading to depression.
Yep.
Yeah, so since our senses were not here to just cause you problems or bring you problems, we are going to like attach a part 2 of this video where we're going to talk about resolutions to these frustrations that we're talking about. And we kind of really hope that they help you out. I don't know if they've helped us, so they are trying to help us.
Okay, some things have worked for us. Okay, let me talk about myself. They have worked for me.
Me zangu bado ni work in progress. I'm not gonna lie, zangu bado ni work in progress. But yeah, we're gonna the next video we're doing, actually right now is part 2 of solutions to frustrations and stress that you may feel during adulting. So thank you for watching this video till the end. Obviously, we're going to solicit for those subscriptions, those likes, those comments, and engage with us in this conversation. What is that frustration you're feeling as an adult, especially as a young adult, that you'd like to talk about and open up about? Our problem shared is a problem half solved. So yeah,
you already offered a solution.
A solution. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. So until the next one,
bye bye.
Peace out. Bye.